This is City Paper Live, Pittsburgh City Paper's weekly talk show, where we bring you behind-the-scenes stories from our weekly and online coverage, featuring City Paper writers, friends, and guests. Welcome to the show.
See Clara pop up a lot.
Yeah.
But that's just because she does so many things.
I know, I'm a busy woman.
So, let's talk about a little bit, what do you got going on right now?
Oh, well, I have an album, a collaborative album with NASA Tribe, which is Bilal, Abby, and Furlum and myself. Mm-hmm. And that's coming out on Halloween. And I'm gearing up for that. I actually, this weekend, for Miles Saw, I'm performing at the Young Mulatto Project. That was his artist name. We're performing for that, and it's extremely important because being a black kid growing up in the hood, we were always told you're not sad, just go outside and play, or we're not really educated on PTSD, depression, anxiety. We're kind of told to just suck it up and push through it. So being that there's going to be free assistance or low-cost assistance with those things is very important, especially for underprivileged communities. I grew up in Homewood, so I know how it is.
Alex Gordon, our editor, one of our managing editor, I couldn't remember the title. He actually just wrote an article about that. You can check it out on pg8citypaper.com. But for people that are listening now, do you want to just tell a little bit background about the story? Because the Young Mulatto.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so just for people that aren't aware.
Wait, which story?
The
one
Mulatto.
I was. Oh, yeah.
The one you're talking
So he was actually one of my new friends in the scene. He was real to himself, real quiet, but he would always go to different events and sketch. It was he would capsulize the energy into a sketch. Mm-hmm. It was really cool. And he had his own events that he would do with his. He had his own brand too. Sierra Sellers, Benji, Mars, they all
did, Smile You're Alive. He did Benji's album cover.
Yeah. So he always brought us together. He's the invisible thread that brought us all together. It's weird because we were all moving in that way where we were trying to come in, but he kind of seemed it really fast. You know what I mean? He was an amazing artist. He actually gave me a whole pack of beats and sessions that I actually plan to release in the next year or so. The event we did together was called Bounce House. My artist name is The Bounce House. So I was going to have a display of our art while we play our music. Mm-hmm. But right before we got to the third installment, he passed away. And he passed away from depression. He took his own life, unfortunately. So it was really, really, it hit me because it was the next morning. We lived on the same street. So he lived a block away from me. So I wake up and I'm thinking, I'm going to hit him up about da-da-da. And then I get a call and it was whoa. So I'm actually happy that they're doing something to not only shine light to that, because artists, especially growing up, as a young black kid, like I said, it's very suck it up, or you're just sad, or you're just exaggerating, blah, blah. It's kind of brushed over in our community. So actually focusing on that and offering free help is such a big deal. I don't want people to sleep on that. So please come out. August Wilson Center. It's free. It's 1 to 5. Mm-hmm. He's actually going to have his book, of all his sketches of all the artists from the underground scene and just different things that are poetic almost.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's going to actually be there on display and for sale, and his art is going to be exhibited, performances. And
Clara's performing, Live from the City is performing.
Tressa, or DJ Aesthetics, Alana, Corinne Jasmine, and Shakira Wright are doing poetry too. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's bittersweet though. It's I want to celebrate, but I'm
Yeah, it's a sad story.
Yeah.
So we started out pretty heavy.
Oh, no, it's a celebration of life though, really, because he had a vibrant life and he was a vibrant person. He was funny.
He touched so many people.
Yeah, he used to send me goofy gifts to make me feel better. I'm bro, I love you, man. Rest in peace to your mouse, Saul. Forever Saul and forever. So that's how I feel about that. We can lighten the mood with some
beer and music.
Yeah.
Cool. So Claire's in this week because I wrote this cover story for the paper.
Snap! Yes, you did. Congratulations, boo.
Thank you.
Look at you out here.
So yeah, it's about Pittsburgh musicians and artists collaborating with local breweries.
Oh my gosh.
And Clara is actually in here. If you haven't seen it, it's a pretty good picture of her.
I actually need.
You haven't seen it?
No, I didn't see the. I saw it online, but I didn't. I can't cuss, but if I could, I would say. And my friends know what that is.
Yeah, check us out.
This is so cool.
It's like pretty long.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
We
have copies here. You should take it.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so
I'm trying to censor myself. It's so difficult.
You don't have to.
You can swear.
Yeah.
I can swear.
Yeah.
Bitch, I need me a copy.
Yeah,
All three of these.
Oh yeah, we have a whole set. Like, take whatever. We have a whole stack out there.
I'm gonna just grab a stack and act like I'm stealing it because it makes me feel like Pink Panther.
I won't tell anyone.
Okay.
Or just the people that's
No,
listening.
this was really cool because both of these scenes are coming up in such an interesting way, like artists in the scene and then craft beers in Pittsburgh. So I was like, that's a dope cover story.
Thanks. I don't know where it came from. I was just like, wait, there's been a lot of beer and music collaborations. Let me write about it.
It's like something that is happening, but I haven't really seen a lot of people cover it as they should. So I like that you did that.
It was like cool. Interesting when I was looking up
and I like that it's a rhythm and booze.
That wasn't me. I can't take credit for that.
Oh, okay. That
was Josh. He's behind the camera. You can't see him.
Give a round of applause for Josh. Yeah.
Oh, got caught.
That's too much. Embarrassed.
Take it.
But yeah, it was interesting when I was actually looking up just like facts and stuff about like Pittsburgh breweries and musicians. Like there was not really anything out there. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm doing the story.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that you did that.
Thanks. Well, let's talk about your beer.
Okay.
I wish you had some left. We could have. I guess that's kind of early.
Actually, Travis is making more, and at the release party, we're gonna have an exclusive batch for people.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Draft.
Yours sounded like, I mean, all these beers sounded amazing, but like just like the lemon and like the blueberry, and I'm like a fruity girl.
To the mixtape about it.
Mixtape?
And
oh, I know that's your spot. It's my spot too.
I know. They're actually like, yes, give us some kids. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so there. Me and Claire actually met for the first time at mixtape.
Yeah, that was cool. I was like, oh, hi.
I'm like so awkward. I'm like,
I'm
hi,
awkward.
Are you Claire?
It was just it was awkward black girl moment. It's okay because I was like, okay, and we're both just like, it was like an anime moment. That's cool though. Like right now.
Do you like anime?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Long story short. My mom made the greatest mistake of her life thinking that anime was just cartoons, and she got me Ninja Scroll on DVD. Or not DVD, VHS. That's how old I am. And she got me the Sailor Moon pack from like Sailor Moon to Sailor Moon R and S and SR, all like the old ones. And I love anime. I've worked at an anime convention 3 years.
Wait, where?
Techo.
Oh, fun
in the
fact.
art department.
She seems like she doesn't want to tell
I
me.
have the badge still.
Oh, wow.
I'm a nerd. I love
Secret Clara
anime.
fun fact.
Yeah. And then I was like, they were like, oh, I'm just, stuck. Like some people are just stuck on one anime hard.
Oh, yeah, they're like really into it. Mm-hmm.
Like they're like, yeah, like anything Gundam, that's it for me. Or like, yeah, Dragon Ball Z, that's all. And I'm like, Pathetic, but that's that on that.
So I like know nothing about
I'm
anime.
a little bit of an anime snob.
What's your favorite anime? Ooh, big question.
Oh my gosh. I'll just say right now I like Demon Slayer. I'm obsessed with it. I'm just upset because the season's over and I can't watch more of it and have to wait for the movie now.
Yeah, what is it? What was it on?
Oh my gosh. It's on Crunchyroll. I think it's on Hulu, but I only have Crunchyroll. It's for anime nerds like me.
That's right. I don't know what it is.
It's literally just an anime streaming network.
Do you have to pay for it? Is it free?
You have to pay. Y'all really making me feel really nerdy.
No, like
I'm watching Dr.
that's
Stone.
cool.
Oh my gosh. This is so
like
embarrassing.
blowing up her spot right now.
It's the safe space.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I mean,
I'm just saying, I used to read, okay, gosh, this is deep dives. I used to read, I used to read Sailor Moon fan fiction.
Where's Amanda? Oh my gosh. We love fan fiction at the CP offices.
That's so embarrassing to say out loud.
Sailor Moon fan fiction. Did you ever
The
write
Sailor
any?
Mercury, I
Please?
felt her. And then I realized I'm a Gemini, so duh, Sailor Mercury.
Please tell me that you've written some fan fiction.
I have. I was
God.
Because I really thought Sailor Mercury should have been with Tuxedo Mask. I didn't understand why he was with Serena.
So you wrote a
I
story
was like, why is he with
together.
Usagi? She don't get it. And then when I think about it, it's just nasty overall because he's like 28 and she's 14. I'm like, dag, I didn't know.
Didn't realize that at the time. That changes things.
Like, what's going on in Japan? But it's cool. It's cool. They tried to like glaze over it because she's a moon priestess. I'm like,
So what is that? Makes it better?
no, she's a reincarnate. Like,
Still 14.
she's living with her parents. She has 2 cats. I don't know. I have 2 cats, so it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
But yes, I am an anime nerd. I love One Piece right now. The manga got me messed up. And if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Attack on Titan got me messed up too.
Yeah, this is like a foreign language to me. It's just going like.
Well, if you want to start, like if you're just like, let me give it a shot.
Yeah?
Are you like more of a like movie person?
No.
Or what are you, a show person?
Yes.
Okay, so.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, so it's weird. First of all, I'd rather just read a book.
Okay.
I'm one of those people.
Look,
He's shaking his
he's
head.
like, what?
Books are life.
Books are like, I love books. I have like a crazy library.
Me too. My boyfriend actually built me 2 bookshelves when we moved into our new place because we had like a fireplace in our bedroom, and so there's like 2 really tall bookshelves, and they're completely full already. So if anyone needs books or wants to start a book club or wants to like talk about books or just books.
I read books like The Alchemist and The Four
yeah?
Agreements because I'm a nerd.
Did you know who's that guy? Not the guy that wrote The Alchemist. It's a different guy, so I'm not going to talk about this. Never mind.
Okay.
There's this book called Hippie, which I feel like you would like. But it's like a...
What you trying to say? Just this book called Hippie because look at you. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm joking.
I'm like the hippie of the office, so...
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I get it. I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. But what were we... Oh, so I don't know. I feel like maybe it's just because I never watch movies at the right time. But, like, my boyfriend always wants to watch a movie, and it would be, like, 8 o'clock at night, and, like, I don't get off until 6, so it's, like, just when I got relaxed. So I feel like if I commit to a movie, that's my whole night already, because then I'm going to go to bed.
It is, because it's almost, like, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And then it's like, nah, I got to go to bed.
Yeah. So I feel like I have this weird relationship with movies, because I was like, I don't want to commit that much time to something. Maybe if I watch them on the weekends, but he always wants to watch them at weird times. So, like
yeah,
it
it's
throws
11.
me
Let's
off.
watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
He's like, do you want
no.
to just start this? I'm like, no.
And then you have to stop halfway in. And it's like, no, I got to.
And then I don't start
watch
it
the rest of
again.
this.
Yeah, I like never come back to it. So I guess I like shows, but
Well, I was
know.
going to say you should watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood then.
it's a long name.
And it's hilarious.
movie?
No, it's a show.
Oh, okay.
So you can watch bits. Actually, watch 91 Days. That
Show
is
or
a
movie?
great anime.
Movie? Show?
It's a show.
Show. 91 Days.
91
And what was the first one you said?
Full Metal Alchemist is really
Full Metal Alchemist.
but
Okay.
91 Days, if you're used to really good shows,
I'm gonna...
like really good shows with really good plot lines and like good twists and stuff.
Ooh, okay,
It's based on the mafia, so it's
cool.
it's more like Yakuza though.
Do
but
you know...
A1 good
Is
good-ish.
this on any platform like
I'm pretty
Hulu
sure
or
it's
Netflix?
on. I actually watched it on Netflix, but it's probably on Hulu now.
Okay, cool. I have both. So
Okay.
sweet.
It's
good.
you actually at the end of it, you're gonna be like, wow, the ending sucks in a good way.
How many seasons are there?
It's only one.
Just one?
Yeah, I love anime that only are like one season. That's why I like Full Metal, because it's only like
Let me write that one down too.
one season.
Full
It's like
Metal.
boom. You only get so many episodes.
Excuse
91
me.
days,
I'm
I think, is
sorry.
only like, I want to say it's 15 or 12 episodes or
Oh,
something like
that's
that.
a decent amount.
And then Full Metal is more like 60.
60 episodes in one season?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ooh.
It flows so fast, though.
How long are the episodes? I'm asking
They're
all
20
the
minutes.
details. Okay.
They're 20. You're like, wait, how long are these?
How much of a commitment
That way,
is
like, if
this?
you think about episodes on shows, they're an hour. So
Yeah.
it's technically like one episode for Full Metal is 4 of their episodes.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Man, I love anime. And I love craft beer.
Craft beer and music.
No, I really don't like beer. That's why I'm amazed I did.
Yeah, I remember you said that. So, like, you said you didn't
It's like
beer,
bread in
so,
a can
like,
to me.
Ew.
You know what I'm saying? Like pop and like the biscuits.
I mean, I guess there's yeast, but
Yeah.
so you don't really like beer, but why did you agree to make a beer then?
Because it's a challenge.
Okay.
I'm a little bit like, oh, a challenge. Let's try it.
Mm.
And Travis is also like that, because he was like, hold up, you don't like beer? I was like, no, I don't like beer. I like ciders and I like wine, because I'm like a 75-year-old man inside. So, you know.
Smoke
But
cigars.
with bitter wine. But yeah, and I like herbal tea. Like I make my own herbal tea and
Make
stuff.
your own?
Mm-hmm. Like I go the loose leaf stuff and make my
cool.
little pop, potions, and try to heal myself best way I can.
Naturally. Speaking of holistic things.
Holistic things.
Holistic things. I don't know why I'm singing. I'm definitely not as good as Clara.
No, it's fine.
But that's actually something I like to do. It's just be like,
holistic
things.
Yeah.
Speaking of holistic things,
Yeah.
are you into numerology?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's talk about this because yesterday was 10/10.
Yeah, it was.
How was your day yesterday?
It was it was okay. It was a little bit eventful, kind of. I was painting all day. All day. And I kept getting encounters from people that I just was like, oh hey. And it was just like, okay. But I keep to myself, so it limits the amount of crazy that happens. But this month in general, leading up to this full moon, whoa, like, it's crazy. Very transformative, and I just want to take a nap for like 7 months.
I feel you. I would definitely feel you. I
But
need
the
like a
but
heavy
the
nap.
the 10-10, aka the 1-1, aka the 2, aka the all that breakdown is crazy.
10/10 is like 10 is doesn't reduce like 11 and 12, So 10/10, when you see 10/10 on a clock or you just see 10/10 like around, it means like you're on the right path.
Oh snap.
So yesterday I had a pretty weird day.
Oh yeah.
Like people, like usually when I'm trying to cross the street, people like don't stop in their car or whatever. Like everyone stopped yesterday.
Oh.
I got a free muffin.
Oh.
I made a pie at like super late last night.
Oh, I saw you tweeting about that.
I can't stop talking about it because I made this pie from scratch. Like I made the pie crust from scratch. I cut up all the apples. Took me forever because I decided at like 9 o'clock. I was like, I was talking about making a pie all day, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then once I started like peeling the apples, I was like, oh no, like I have to finish, but like
I
this
know
is
what
like
you
a
mean.
whole thing.
Yeah, making a pie is no joke. But congrats on your
Thank
pie.
you. But so like it turned out really well. But so I left the kitchen a mess because I didn't finish it until like after midnight.
Yeah.
My boyfriend cleaned the whole kitchen, which he never does. That was yesterday.
That's
I did a
nice.
spin class by myself for the first time in a year yesterday.
Wow.
I was manifesting it big.
Go ahead.
I was like, oh, 10/10.
Hey. Yeah, I actually was like just painting like a mad woman. It was insane. I was like, what is going on? Because usually I lollygag when I paint, but I was just like, da, 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 and I was like, okay.
It's that 10-10 energy.
It's that 10-10 energy. And then people were popping, like good people. I was like, oh, hey.
Yeah, it was a
really
good day
cool.
yesterday.
Yeah, I was chilling.
What are you painting?
I'm working on lots of things.
Oh, so it means it's a secret.
Yeah.
Can't tell
I'm
us
working
right
on
now.
lots of things for more things that I can do next year.
Clara does everything.
Yeah, but I have like ideas, and I'm trying to get money for these ideas because I'm an entrepreneur out here, and I only make money on the shows I do.
I mean, it's hard to be an artist, whether that means musically or otherwise artist.
All over. Yeah, I think painting for me was probably a little bit easier in the financial pocket
because you can sell those.
But music, people are like, ha 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 ha, streaming, and it's like, okay, I get it, but don't you want this merch? Don't you want it?
Merch? Don't you want to see it live?
Yeah, don't you want to see it live?
Different
and
energy.
They're like, yeah, but no, because and I'm like, okay, that's cool. We're gonna work on that. Pittsburgh, I love you. No, but I think Pittsburgh's coming around to live shows like extremely fast. In the past 2 years, it's like a thing to go to a live show now.
Yeah, there's also like so many more venues now.
They still got work to do, but it's much better. I could see like it's actually becoming a priority to a lot of us. I think it's also because a lot of artists are kind of like, I used to be in bands and I wanted to have my own venue, or I used to da-da-da, and now I want, so that's kind of the culture that's happening. It's really cool, and I appreciate it because it's needed.
But where's your favorite place to perform?
Like in the world?
Okay, well, let's do world and then Pittsburgh.
My favorite place to perform currently in the world is Chicago, and it's kind of like close first. 0.5 is DC. And then in Pittsburgh, I like to perform in, I love Spirit, which is cool because, a lot of people, they know Spirit. It's kind of like, we had the Shadow Lounge, and now it's like we have Spirit Lodge, which is cool. I performed in too many places in Pittsburgh.
I know, that's why I was like, what's your favorite? Because you've been like everywhere, all over the place.
Sound system.
Ew, what is that?
Like the sound system. I'm trying to think of like my favorite sound system experience.
Oh, your favorite sound system. I was thinking a place called Sound System, and I was like, where's Sound System?
Make a place called Sound System, inspired by Clara Kent, but you got to give me a part of the cut. I've actually had more fun. I like performing outside. I'm not going to lie. I like festivals.
I love festivals.
Yeah.
It's just different.
The energy's
outside.
different.
Yeah. I was
like inside is cool. Like I like the Thunderbird and stuff like that. So I love y'all. But when I perform on stage outside, the vibe is so different.
Yeah, I just saw the Black Keys on Monday.
What?
Really good.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, they were at PPG. It was really good. But like,
can I say bitch again?
Yeah.
Bitch.
They're really good.
Got 2 more left.
But like the whole time, because I go to so many festivals, I was like, dang, I wish I was seeing them outside. Like it was really good, but I just wanted that outside festival energy to see the Black Keys.
Yeah, the trees and like the air hitting you and all that. That's what I like. I like being outside, to be honest. Venues are cool though, but outside.
And it was like all, because it was PBG, it was all sitting, which is fine, but
WYP Fest was fun, even though we got hit with like this crazy storm and almost freaking got
that's Pittsburgh, man.
Like hit with a freaking speaker.
What? Wait, rewind.
So like, okay, so the wind was so crazy. So like those big speakers that the big ones that go out, they were like swaying crazy and like all this stuff was flying everywhere, and I was like, okay, if everyone knows I love Curtis Mayfield, and unfortunately Curtis Mayfield, you know what happened with the lights falling on him.
Wait, tell me the story. I didn't know this.
So he was on stage and like the lights and stuff, it was like boom, and that's how he became, I think it was paraplegic.
Yeah, just legs. I think.
Yeah.
What? Yes. Why didn't I not know that?
Yes. So that.
What?
My mom used to tell me that story all the time. And I was like, yo, you're creeping me out. So anytime I'd be on stage, I'd look up like,
oh my gosh.
So that was one of those moments. I was like, listen, no. Like the stuff everywhere was swaying. I was like, listen.
Not today.
No, not today. But yeah, that was fun though. Everybody was under a tent or they were dancing in the rain, which was really dope. And I loved that. That was fun.
I love dancing in the rain.
I know, it's freeing. People don't really like to do that.
Yeah, I was just at another festival, that Lost Lands Festival, which is dubstep, so it's pretty heavy. But it started raining, and like half of my group that I was with like went back to the campsite, and I was like, "You're like what? Like, you paid money to be here. Like it's just rain. Get a poncho. There's a poncho seller right there.
Right.
Get a poncho,
and you're good.
Literally.
Live life,
laugh, love, basic.
Be free.
Yeah. I wanted to say it, and then I felt like I couldn't. I don't know why.
No, it's fine.
I chicken out the last moment.
It's okay. Join me. I say it too much. I had to stop. I had to be like, I have to stop saying this. I can't. It's just it's tone in which I say it. I'm like,
it's just like fun. It's like your catchphrase.
It's really unfortunate. I have a different catchphrase every year.
So that's this year?
Yeah. It's going to change. For some reason, I don't know why, I kept saying Mexico. Like, I'd be like, Mexico? Everywhere. Like, I was like, I don't know what was happening. And then before that, it was like, what did I say? I think it was Venezuela. And then the other one was like, I would be like, America. Like, I don't know what my problem is. So now it's this. So I'm going to wait till next year to see what's going on.
Does it happen like the first of the year? Like all of a sudden like a new word like, pops out of you?
Pretty much.
Like you can't
and it's like it takes over and it just is like my thing for the whole year and then it switches. You can ask anybody in Trab. They'll be like, yeah, she literally like for a whole year just kept saying Mexico. Like,
so
like,
random.
Mexico? I know.
It's always so random.
It's the Gemini placements. I have 5 of them.
Wow.
I know.
I have a lot of Capricorn.
I do too. I think that like for me it's in the generational part, like I think it's Uranus and Neptune for me. I have to look at my co-star.
I have to show you mine. Like literally all mine are like in the same sector. Like
like doom. Yeah, mine are like I literally am a Gemini sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Mercury.
Wow.
I know.
It's a lot of energy.
It's a lot of energy. I was watching the guy from Spider-Man. I didn't know he was a Gemini. What's his name? Tom Holland?
Which Spider-Man? I don't know.
The
Josh?
new ones, like the ones from Homecoming.
After Toby, I've got lost.
Okay. So he's the one that was in like Avengers and stuff. He's that one. He's a Gemini, and he like always would tell people like what's happening in the movies, and I like blurt it out. And I was cracking up because I was like, that's me.
You can't keep a secret.
No, he's just like, yeah, and then da-da-da. And they're like, shut up. I was like, oh, man, that's me. I can relate.
Spoilers.
Yes, he was the spoiler man. He's funny. Shout outs to Tom Holland. I'm trying to work with you, bro.
Is that actually his name? I feel like I've never heard that
I
is.
just looked it up for you.
I feel like I've never heard that name before.
Yeah. He's a young kid. He just started on the Spider-Man series.
That makes sense then.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Tom Holland, Gemini gang.
Wow. So I just have
I just realized that's there.
I just slid it over. Like, I was like, wait, I have this, so I feel like we should hold it up. If yins don't know, I just said yins because I'm a Pittsburgher now.
Yins. Look at that.
Clara's on the cover, April 2018.
How do I do that pose again? I don't know how to do it.
Other way? Yeah,
that
way. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that was cool.
So it's funny because it says Pittsburgh neo soul. I can't.
See?
I can't say it right now.
No, that's great. You stuttered on neo soul because I definitely do more than neo soul.
Pittsburgh artist Clara Kent plots a bright future And so, like, this was, I guess, like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you've, like, grown since then?
Whoa. The girl that was in this interview was 100. Like, I'm still very hungry, but I think I'm way more keen, sharp to that, because at that time I was taking every show. I was doing every opportunity. I was just like hustling crazy, and I was just spread too thin. I was exhausted. But now I'm more like, okay, business, logic. Yeah. So I feel like I've learned a lot. I've learned to actually value my time a little bit more, not feel like every opportunity has to be taken. Because I used to feel like if I don't take every opportunity, it means I'm not grateful, or I'm not hungry, or I don't care enough about my craft, but that's not true. And I also had to learn that things take time to grow, and you have to nurture them and let them just do their thing. You can't like watch the water boil. You have to just put it on the stove, and then when you hear this, then make your tea.
A watch pot never boils.
Exactly.
My mom told me.
Exactly.
So what do you think was like, when did you realize that? Like, was there a turning point? Do you think it was like gradual?
It was a gradual thing. It was like a constant like nag in the back of my head. And then I think like earlier this year, because I have like a anemic condition really, and I was hospitalized. I had, between this time to now, I had like 4 hospitalizations and like 25 blood transfusions.
Wow, oh my gosh.
So after all of that, I realized like I have to be mindful of my health, and I have to like,
I hope so.
yeah, and like not pass out on stage, and not be, I have to not do that. So yeah, that helped a lot.
Well, that'll do it.
And my friends were like, stop it, because I'll work myself to the ground. Like I'll be like, no, we're too relaxed, and it's like, no, relax. You need to relax. Just go to sleep today. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like that sometimes. I'll like come home from work,
I know,
and then I just like immediately start cleaning or doing something in my apartment.
And it's like, you actually deserve to rest.
Yeah,
it's
my
okay.
boyfriend's like, can you not? And I was like, someone has to clean. And
it's like,
okay, well, it doesn't have to be right now.
The grumpy monster comes out. It's like,
Yeah.
I have to do this because who else will? It's like, relax. It's going to get done.
Like okay, it'll happen.
Okay. But I learned a lot. I learned a lot about networking, a lot about overbooking myself, a lot about just, it's okay to take care of yourself. Because my mom was my mom used to work like 20 hours in a day and sleep for 3.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's
sleep
different.
For 3, I would not survive.
I know, she would have like 2 to 3 jobs, and then like in between that take naps, and like she overworked herself. Wow. Crazy. So I'm trying to reverse that and actually learn to balance both, that you can work smart and still enjoy life. Like, I'm embracing,
not harder.
Yeah, like I'm embracing, because a lot of times growing up, especially like I grew up around a lot of hardworking Black women, and they never really got to enjoy their life. They just wanted to make sure everybody around them was enjoying life. And I tend to do that. So I'm like, I kind of want to break that. I want to be a part of those moments with people I care about. I don't want to look back and remember myself working and not laughing with the people I want to have memories with.
Yeah, then you missed it all, so what was even the point?
Right. So it's like, okay, I'm going to change that. It's time to change that for sure.
So, what should we talk about next?
Oh,
you got something. Ooh.
So on this album, I don't want people to expect me to sing a lot.
Oh, yeah. So if you follow Claire on Twitter, she's been talking about this, but...
I'm rapping.
Yes.
Okay. I rap. I need y'all to understand that. I need every guy in the city, because right now it's pretty it's pretty dominant with men energy, males, the menses. Okay. So I'm just letting you know, when you hear the bars, if you get offended, just write a rap, and I guarantee you I will respond. So
Clara wants a rap battle?
I do so bad. I'm itching for one. Just looking now. I'm actually lying on both ends. Like, I do want one, but I also don't care if y'all don't, got the guts to do it. Boom. Where's the bombs? Boom, boom. Just checking it.
I wish we could have like sound effects on this.
I just like rapping because
we
it brings.
Do that? Oh, for future.
I like rapping because I grew up in the '90s. I'm a '90s kid. I love Lauryn Hill. I love DMX. He's crazy, by the way. I love him. The old albums are wild. I love rap battles like Mos Def and Talib Kweli. I love like that edginess, that rawness, that authenticity people bring to their bars. So I'm happy to actually show that side of myself. I am singing on it though, so I'm not venturing off too crazy, but I'm excited about it. Nas is singing on it too.
Oh really? Wow, everyone's it's like a turn of tables.
Yeah, there's a song on there. I'm not trying to spoil it, but there's a song on there we're all singing.
Oh snap! I'm excited for that.
It's cool. I'm excited for the album too.
So when does that come out again?
On Halloween, October
31st.
Spooky season.
Also my mom's birthday. Not that anyone cares.
No, that's cool.
She's a Halloween baby.
That's cool.
I always thought that was cool. I was always jealous as a kid. I don't know why. I just wanted a Halloween
because that's really
birthday.
cool though,
yeah.
if you think about it.
Like you always are gonna have a party.
Yeah,
it's Halloween.
Always, and you get to dress up.
Yeah, for your birthday.
That's
cool.
kind of lit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I always dressed up as like the Addams Family vampire because I wanted a widow's peak really bad.
Why?
I just thought he was cool. I was like, this is so cool. I want a widow's peak. I wanted a widow's peak. I wanted freckles and I wanted to wear glasses.
Are you one of those people that like plan out your Halloween costumes in advance, or do you wait till the last minute?
I used to.
You used to?
Yeah, extensively. I was Belle. I had the big dress.
Gold dress.
Yeah.
I was Belle as a kid. I am the
Gotta do it.
opposite. I'm the person that waits until like the day or two before and then goes to the Halloween store and there's nothing left and then is mad because my costume
That's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get mad because your costume isn't as good as all your friends.
Mm-hmm. And then it's just like you have to sit and accept yourself for what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got these leggings one time and I was like, so I'm a cat that's also the rainbow. What's the rainbow girl?
Rainbow Bright?
Yeah, I was Rainbow Bright mixed with a cat mixed with the comfy couch girl. And it made sense, and I just went to Jack's with my friends.
Did anyone guess what you were?
No, they just said, you look weird. And I was like, I'll take it. That's cool. I tried to do the ponytails, and I had a bang, and then I had painted a cat nose.
That's a lot going on.
And I had striped leggings on. I looked crazy. So
I mean, whatever.
It was what I wanted, and it's what I could afford at the time.
One year I got a black wig that was had bangs.
Yeah.
And then just a blunt cut.
Yeah.
And that was all I got.
Yeah.
So I made multiple costumes.
Okay.
For the first night I was Tina from Bob's Burgers.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. So
I was going to say, okay, you could go many directions with that. You can go Tina or you can be Nicki Minaj.
Ooh, you know who I was?
Who?
I was from Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yes. Uma Thurman's character.
Yes, Uma Thurman's character from Pulp Fiction.
I
just borrowed some, actually I didn't even borrow, I just drew on my face with a red marker. It just did blood down my face.
That's crazy. I would have been Samuel Jackson.
Ooh. Well, I mean, because all I had was the wig.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, had to get creative.
I do want to be, the two people I definitely want to be for Halloween in the future is Samuel Jackson and Kanye West.
From any specific time period?
Kanye West from 808s and Heartbreaks. And I want to be Samuel Jackson when he... Wait, I'm sorry. Because he would always appear in movies just randomly and get beat up and just be yelling at people. And that's the one I want to be. I want to be the one with the hair around the corners but has a hat on. Samuel L. Jackson. Deep Blue Sea? Yes. I want to be Deep Blue Sea. That and back. I don't want to be new Samuel Jackson. I want to be just, I'm angry.
Just yelling.
Ah! I've been practicing.
You do that voice all night.
See?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Hand me your wallet. Beep, beep. And that's all I'm going to do. It's going to be great.
You have to say beep, beep.
And I just want to be him. And then I want to be Kanye West when he just is standing still with a gray tweed jacket on. And he has an afro mullet. and like a heart pendant on, and he's like with an auto-tune mic, and I'll just be like, keep your love locked down, your love I am the greatest, I am going to be in the Bible.
That was before Kim.
Yes, I want to be that
pre-Kardashian.
Yes, I'm just going to have somebody behind me with like a white sheet that's waving.
That's their Halloween costume. They're just a sheet.
Yes, they're just
around all night.
The Kanye background of like this waving sheet. Yes, I need the dedication. I need it to happen.
What are you gonna be this year?
I think I'm just gonna be myself.
Well, I mean, that's when your album comes out, so promotion?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be myself, because last year, my band. Okay, so last year we were the Migos.
I love that. Which Migo?
And my bandmates were each member of the Okay, I was Quavo.
That's the best.
Bilal was Takeoff. Lum was Offset.
I feel like I want to be Offset so I can be married to
Cardi B. So the funniest thing was our bandmates were each of us. So my guitar player, Dave, two-step. Long story short, we call each other two-step because each of our parents were married. Wait, his mom and my mom were previously married to the same man.
Oh, weird. What are the chances of that?
That's what I was like, what? This is so crazy. You're like my two-step brother. So now we're two-step.
Oh,
but
okay.
He was me. And then I think Brian, our keyboardist, he was, who was he? He just was in a suit. I don't know who he was. He was in a suit and some freaking lokes. He could have been anybody. I actually want him to be Michael McDonald really bad because he sings just like him. He'd be like, "Where are you singing?"
I haven't heard that name in actually a really long time.
And I want Charlie. Shout out to
Michael
C.
McDonald
Scott.
Up to?
Yeah, what is Michael McDonald up to?
If you're listening to this,
I love Michael McDonald. I want everybody to be Steely Dan.
That would be fun. Kinda.
That would be so fun.
I don't know what I want to be for.
Oh, and the release party. You should come. I hope you can come.
Is it on Halloween?
No, it's on November 10th.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that. People don't be offended. I get all my dates so confused. People are like, "This is this date," and I'm like,
"Oh
okay.
No, I'm not offended."
And then I always just like, that's why I have a planner. If I don't have my planner, I don't know when it is.
Yo, life without a planner is crazy.
I wouldn't be able to function without my planner.
No.
I'd forget everything. I would forget what Michael McDonald was up to.
Still taking it to the street.
Michael McDonald still taking it to the streets. More cool than ever. Thanks to Thundercat and Grizzly.
Shout outs to Thundercat for having him on the jam, though. First of all,
more cool than ever. The most important. More cool than ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taking it to the streets.
Hold that up so people can check out how he looks now.
First of all, he looks insane. His hair is more white. And he's more like, how do you do her?
Michael McDonald. I need to stop singing. Clara makes me want to sing and I can't sing. I need to stop doing that.
Yo, I'm gonna get Aviator B. We call Brian Aviator B. I want him to be Michael McDonald so bad.
Yeah, I would love that. I would come to wherever you are just to see that costume.
Yes, we have to. It must happen. But yeah, there's a lot of projects I would tell you about, but I just can't.
You can't yet.
I can't.
Okay. Guess I and everyone else will have to wait. Maybe you can
you'll know before everyone.
True. I'll know after this camera goes off. Sorry. Sorry.
Deal with it. Just like
what should I be for Halloween? I haven't decided yet, and I feel like I need to figure that out.
I might just be a beer can that says Aura on it.
Ooh.
Why not?
We can get you a giant printout of Pittsburgh Rhythm and Booze.
Yeah, and wrap it.
Wrap it on yourself.
And I'll just like hold a lid. Like
you can put like
trash
beer.
can.
You can put beer in a spray bottle and just put yourself like perfume so you smell like beer.
Spray people in their face. Drink it. Like, that is my son. He's only 10. Drink it.
Oh my gosh, you know it would be cool if you like got some kind of like setup where like it was on your arm or something, but it was like beer, so you could go up to people and make people like
shotgun. A pour.
Yeah, like pour in people's mouth.
Yeah. That would be crazy.
Kind of game.
I would go down in history.
I need to think about this more. This needs to be more thought out, but it's there. The idea is
feel
there.
it.
It's like it's brewing.
It's
Oh, that was pun unintended. Wow.
Oh. Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Grab you a copy.
Yes, I'm gonna hold it up too.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, also, wow, I didn't see this on the back.
I know, I was looking.
That's actually pretty cool. Who drew these?
I don't know.
Oh, well, I guess we have a classified section now, and someone drew these cool cartoons on the back of the paper, which I'm just seeing now. So that's pretty cool. Check that out, I guess.
That's cool.
Or not, I guess. Check it out. Sorry, I need to be more affirmative. Need a less poopy roommate?
That's crazy.
Yikes. So let's see.
Any wild questions you want to ask? I kind of told y'all about my anime lifestyle, and I feel embarrassed. And now I look like
put you on blast for that.
That's crazy.
Lisa texted in something that she probably wants me to ask through her.
Okay.
I'll read it. I'll try to do her voice too.
Okay, cool.
Clara, didn't I see you tweet you wanted to leave PGH?
Oh yeah.
So you're on the spot now.
Oh snap. So I did make a tweet that kind of went crazy, and I said I love Pittsburgh. I really do, but I definitely. You okay? I definitely am. Shout out to Lisa. You know, I love Lisa, but yeah, I do plan on leaving the city. If not leaving in a way of like moving, but I do plan to tour. You know, I want to do a national tour, and I would like to do a national tour, like a big national tour, in the next 2 to 3 years, and I would like to do an international tour in the next 4 to 5 years.
Wow. Where would you want to go, for sure? Like, what would be places you definitely want to stop?
Wherever people like my music.
Fair enough.
But like, places I would like to go, I've always wanted to do like a European tour, or I definitely would like to do, I would like to hit at least like South Africa, Ethiopia, just because I always wanted to go there. But yeah, I want to do an international tour. I want to do a national tour, but
you just did like a kind of like a mini one with
so far.
How did that happen?
That was cool because I did a So Far Sounds. Where did I do it first? In DC.
Oh, okay.
And then from there, they give you like, if they like you, they'll give you like, oh, you can, sign up for here. So I signed up, and then they just were hitting me up like that.
Oh, cool.
And then the most recent one I think I did was Chicago. And they were like, oh, can you like come back as soon as possible? I was like, yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of a question
Chicago.
I wanted to ask you earlier, because you said your favorite place to perform was Chicago.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I went to school there.
Oh.
I went to school there at Columbia College Chicago, and it became
that.
like my second home there. So like,
why did you pick that school?
Because I was going to go to a HBCU, because I always wanted to go to HBCU. I was going to go to either Clark Atlanta or Howard. But when I went to Chicago, I visited like for 2 years, and I just love the energy there. It reminds me of Pittsburgh, but like bigger.
Yeah, I was about to say definitely bigger.
Definitely bigger, but it's like Pittsburgh, but also like more diverse, bigger, and all that stuff. So, and I met a lot of cool people there, and I was like, yeah, I like this, and a lot of people that have studios out there that do really good music. I was interested in going out there, and I learned so much in that school about music business, about radio, because I went for radio broadcasting and vocal jazz, and like I was like, wow. And then I learned how to like record myself, mix and all that stuff by myself.
That's very important.
Yes. Whoa. So I brought my little equipment I got from Musician's Friend over to Chicago, and people were like, okay. And then they had their equipment. I'm like, oh, gosh, I need to upgrade. But I just learned a lot about myself as an artist there. So that's why I like performing in Chicago. It makes me feel like a second home. It's like almost like performing in Pittsburgh for me. It's like, yes, this is exciting.
That makes sense.
And they have good food.
Yeah, I've only been to Chicago once. But all I did was eat there.
Yeah. Yep. I eat there. I go to every side. I know people are like, oh, you're not scared. I'm like, no, I go to every side and I get food because all the food there is great.
What's your favorite? I always ask, what's your favorite this? What's your favorite that?
I love Mexican food. So they have this place. It's new and I forget the name, but I have the menu in my house because I plan to get it.
So Clara will tweet it out later if you're interested.
Yes, they have tamales that are fire. Actually, Sierra's there now for so far sounds Chicago. And I was like, girl, you got to go to Harold's Chicken. I don't even eat chicken. Are you vegetarian? I am a plant-based eater, and I told her to go to Harold's.
Was that good?
Yes. I was like, go to Harold's, get some chicken and some hot sauce. Go to Garrett's, okay? And go to Little Mexico because they have the tamales that are fire.
Oh, so you do remember.
Oh, well, the whole area is Little Mexico.
Okay,
so there's like a little Puerto Rico, a little Mexico. There's
really?
Yeah, they're like little villages all over the place. Oh my God. I just love it.
Is it called like Little Mexico? Because like, in New York, it's called like Chinatown.
Yeah, they have the same thing, like a Chinatown and all that stuff. But there's like little boroughs of people. Like I was living on the West Side area, and like I was living on Waveland, and Flag Day is my birthday, June 14th, and bro, I've never seen so many different countries and places with all these flags everywhere. People were just celebrating everywhere, just cookout stuff. It was like Venezuelan food, Colombian food, Peruvian food. I didn't know Chicago was that diverse. I need to wait. You're making me hungry thinking about it. It was crazy. I was like, yo, and just all types of music and all types of people. And I'm like, yo, there's Portuguese speakers, Spanish speakers of different variety everywhere. Yeah. Shout outs to Chicago for that, because the food's fire. But yes, so far sounds, I got to perform in Chicago, and I love Chicago because I learned that diversity for me, like in the variety pocket, is like I learned a lot more. And I felt that's why I wanted to go to a HBCU too, because I wanted to be around my own people. But I was like, this is actually kind of more my pocket. Because I'm more like,
didn't even realize.
Yeah, I'm like, there's so many different languages and cultures and like beliefs and all this stuff in like one concentrated area. So it was really cool.
This kombucha keeps making me have to burp. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. That definitely happens. It's so carbonated.
It's so carbonated, nice. And it's like early, so I don't.
Kombucha. I would like to make a kombucha one day.
Ooh. Red Star, if you're listening. Hey. What other kombucha places around here?
Ooh, I don't know.
I feel like it's just Red Star.
Hook me up.
This is not an advertisement plug. It just so happens that
pay us.
Me and Clara, this is both of our favorite kombucha. Definitely the one that gets you the most jacked.
Yeah.
But the most jacked.
Get you the most.
The most energy.
You'll get jacked up. Jacked up off of Mountain
Dew. Except kombucha.
It's that kombucha.
Did you know? I mean, I'm sure you know that this has like a slight alcohol content, but like not enough to do anything.
Yeah.
But did you know there's like kombucha that you can buy at Liberty Beer and probably a couple other places that has like 8.5%.
That's right up the corner for me, Liberty Beer.
It's called I wrote about it. I don't remember. It's in a blue bottle.
Okay.
And it's maybe not so good on its own. I mean, it's good on its own, but it definitely would be good as a mixed drink.
Okay.
But it's like 8.5%.
Oh. Say
strong as hell. I've read my kombucha article before, how I was saying you can get drunk off kombucha. But fun fact behind the story, I tested it out in the CP offices in the kitchen.
Okay.
And you can get drunk off kombucha, and I was really fired up at work at like 2 in the afternoon.
I was really fired up at work. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like Lisa's a pretty cool editor. She doesn't really yell at us.
That's cool.
She came and yelled at me for making too much noise in the kitchen.
Shut up. Love you guys. Oh, and Lisa, yes, I do plan on leaving Pittsburgh, but I also plan on This is my home. I'm always going to be here, so I'm not running from it or anything. But it's necessary for artists. I'm sorry, I kind of like ventured off, but kombucha.
Kombucha not leaving Pittsburgh.
Not leaving Pittsburgh.
Lisa's been wondering about this since you tweeted. I feel like a lot of people got riled up about
it. People got real feisty. They were like, yeah, why don't you leave then? I was like, I am tomorrow, actually.
Still here.
Like, my point is, like, why is it such a big deal if we leave to bring more people to the city that actually can not hurt it, but actually be like, oh, you know what, I can add this, so we have more. It's like it'll expand it and create more space for diversity, for room for thoughts and ideas and innovation.
Yeah.
By what's wrong with
by
y'all?
People like you leaving, or like Benji, or even like the Common Heart or something, like bigger people leaving, then they're like, oh wait, you're from Pittsburgh seems kind of cool, let me go check it out.
So what like artists do people like that they just stay in their where they're from all the time? Is Beyonce just always in Houston?
Yeah, no one really stays in their hometown. TBH.
Is Jay-Z just always in Brooklyn every day?
I mean, think about Mac. Like, Mac Miller, he moved. He wasn't in Pittsburgh, but he still rep Pittsburgh so hard.
Yeah, you are Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, like, that's the thing I try to tell people. I'm like, I can never really leave the city because I am Pittsburgh. I grew up in Homewood. My whole family grew up in Homewood. Like, we are born and raised East Side Pittsburgh. Like, that's never going to leave me. I actually got made fun of in mentioning Chicago because when I was doing radio broadcasting, they were like, your Pittsburghese is so thick. I was like, really?
Really?
Do you
hear it, Josh?
You think my Pittsburghese is thick? I don't even say downtown yins or none of that.
I just started saying yins, and I don't know why.
I say yins because it's fun.
I kind of like it. Yeah, I like
what yins doing?
Yeah, like what do you? That's exactly what I was about to say.
Or I'll say, I guess it's how we say our O's and our I's. Oh, I do have Pittsburgh.
Well, so like, my uncle actually called me out, which I didn't realize. I guess I'm from outside of Philly, but I've been in Pittsburgh for maybe like 4 years now.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Yeah, and it's starting to touch. Like even
after 3 years, it's there.
I have friends that live in like Nashville, and they start to get that little southern twang. Mm-hmm. But I didn't realize. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go shower, and I'm like, ugh, and I like shower
for an hour.
Yeah, like I like it's like little things like that where
Sweet
I like
I'll
say it and then I hear myself and I'm like,
yeah,
it got me. Pittsburgh got me.
Yeah, it gets you. That's what happened when I was in. Okay, so Chicago, they say car, and I was like, ew, that's weird. We say car, and they were like, car. What's car? What's car? I was like, oh, okay.
It kind of sounds like Boston.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, Joe, car, da-da-da. I'm like, y'all are weird. Y'all are Southern. They were like, you're Southern. You say,
you're Southern.
And we're just arguing about accents. And it's like, when you think about it, they do all kind of come from like a Southern migration thing that happened. I'm looking for my chapstick, and I have my
you have a lot of stuff in that pocket.
I have waves, so I have a brush.
How big is that pocket?
The pocket is serious. It's a Levi jacket, so it's like my
your whole
iPhone. Yeah, hold on.
You guys can't see, but this pocket is actually really big.
Yeah, like
it's
I can fit a
whole
puppet
bottom.
in here.
It's like the whole bottom of her jacket.
I found it.
And then it has another little pocket, like a regular size pocket inside the pocket.
Yo, why is Jordan Flame in my pockets?
I like it. I like it. Like, look how big this pocket is. Isn't this a really big pocket? It really is. Girls don't get that.
No, girls I love that.
That's why I'm not flaming it. I like it. I really like it. I'm digging that pocket.
Listen, I can fit these headphones in my pocket. That's why I'm carrying them with me. They were in the other pocket.
See, that's what I'm saying. These pockets are big.
Get you a Levi's jacket.
I want one.
Levi's jacket. Holy I got snap. It from the thrift store.
Dang, I figured you probably did.
It was $8.
Nice. So would you say that's your favorite thrift find?
My favorite thrift find? Okay, listen to me.
Ooh, okay. I'm listening.
I got 10 sweaters and a scarf for $13.
From where?
On Penn Avenue, there's a thrift store. It's called, I don't remember the name.
Oh my God.
But it's the only thrift store. I think it's East End.
East End Thrift?
I think so. It's right next. It's
I feel like I've passed
there's
it
SPAC Brothers, then there's a apartment building, then there's like a dog thing next to it.
East End Community Thrift.
East End Community Thrift. Okay.
I always pass it, and I've never gone in, so now I'm definitely going to go in there.
Go in there, because you will think there's nothing in there, but that's
what it looks like from the window.
Yes,
like
the window display is a distraction for people to not go in to find things. You will find that. I literally went in there. I was like, yo, this sweater's bomb. This sweater's bomb. Oh, what? Like, okay.
Wow, I can't believe I've been sleeping on this place this whole time.
I was sleeping on this place. I was. And then I went in there. It was the second time I went in there, and I came out with like a whole garbage bag of stuff for $10.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, this is better than Goodwill. I'm going
Seriously.
there.
Goodwill is hard sometimes. Like, I feel like I used to find a lot of stuff in Goodwill, and now it's just like shitty.
Yeah, it's sad. I think because like, honestly, I really do want to like sit down with Macklemore and tell him how he ruined thrifting for me. He ruined thrifting for all of us, and we should all cuss him out.
Let's go back to whatever year that song came out and just erase it. Just erase it from
Goodbye,
history.
Macklemore. Like, he really like, I'm gonna pop some tags, $20 in your pocket, and it's like, now.
Wait, so
now you need $80 in your pocket.
This is actually weird. But when I was at Bonnaroo 2000, I don't remember.
You go to all the festivals.
I do. Too many. I'm tired. I'm so tired. It was either 2016 or 17. Mm-hmm. I think it was 16 maybe, but Macklemore was there. And I didn't go to see a set 'cause I'm not going to go see Macklemore. But I was walking past. Yeah. And he, of course, thrift store's on. Oh, yeah. And I don't know if people brought tags or if they
don't say they don't say.
Oh
no. Oh my gosh.
They're waving the tags in the air.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if they actually went thrifting
to
see Macklemore at Bonnaroo.
I don't know what I would do.
I don't know if they like
wait a minute.
Like how preemptive, like how premeditated that was. If they just happened to have a tag, like they forgot to take the tag off their shirt and was like, oh, perfect.
How out of it do you have to be to be like, I'm taking a tag with me so I can pop it for the song with Macklemore.
Bonnaroo set.
Wow. I think that might be worse than what people did with like One Direction.
What do they do with One Direction?
I don't know. They just went to see them a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. That was pretty much it. That's all it took. Like, that trumps that by far.
Wow. Yeah, like, kind of ruined the song even more for me.
Yeah, that would have literally okay, so I love Beyonce, but I really was tired of Irreplaceable. That song, the fact that it was worse for me, made me realize that I could never listen to Macklemore ever. And I know he released another song. I don't even know what the song was, but his voice just was like...
I don't know what it is about Macklemore, but I just kind of want to like avoid...
I hope he's happy somewhere in the Alps or something, like, and became a hermit. I wonder
what he is up to now.
I hope he got a new haircut.
I was going to say getting bad haircuts.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, like bald all around. With a nice swoop at the top.
You know, that reminds me of some other random white singer.
Some other random.
Who's the guy that sings I took a pill in Ibiza? Do you know that song?
No.
I
took a pill and a pizza.
I took a pill in Ibiza.
Oh.
I just can't sing. I'm sorry.
It was like a pill and a pizza.
I took a pill and a
pizza. Like,
oh my god.
Like, okay. That's how you take pills with pizza? You don't even use water? What's wrong with you?
Just dry swallow.
It's so nasty.
Oh no. I took a pill. I can't even talk now. Oh my gosh. Mike Posner.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait.
You know what I'm about to talk about?
Yes, go ahead. I'm gonna let you break it.
Mike Posner.
Yeah, he
sang.
Mike Posner.
Wait, you have to know a Mike Posner song.
Wow.
No, you probably don't know his face.
This story that she's about to drop on y'all
is crazy.
It's crazy.
Wait, hold on. You know a song by him though. What was
he
the
did
first
a lot
song?
of records for people too
Before
as a
I
producer.
took a pill was hold on. Cooler Than Me.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
you
think
got
you're
me
cooler than me, and then
Wear high heel shoes.
and you
Cooler than me.
think you're cooler than me.
Desk research on this.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had like a little quick hit.
Yeah, Cooler Than Me. I took a pill and I can't say the word. I'm just gonna stop saying it. Anyway, you probably don't even know what he looks like because he wasn't that famous.
Yeah.
But so he was decided to go on like a cross country walk to like a hike to support a new tour or album or something that no one really knows about because it's Mike Posner.
Yeah.
This MF got bit by a rattlesnake.
Yes.
Literally, and then was tweeting about it the whole time.
Yes. Like, he's like, yeah, I'm going to have to go to physical therapy.
He was like in the hospital. He's like, might lose my leg or some shit. Like,
yeah, he was like, I don't know if I'll be able to walk for like another 7 months, but I'm going to keep going. I was like, what is happening? What is happening?
It was like so weird because I literally forgot about him as a
weird.
person. Like I forgot about him as a person, and then I just saw his name trending, and I was like, "Why is Mike Posner trending?" And then I thought it was a fake out because it was like Mike Posner got bit by a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Like,
And
what?
then this is the funniest part for me. So he was doing this trek across the country, and like every stop he would collaborate with somebody that's in that area or whatever. Like he collaborated with Wiz Khalifa and all
for
that
like
stuff.
this new album or whatever.
Yeah. So the funny thing for me was after you went through all of that, you go back to the same
went
spot
back.
where you got bit. And he said, yeah, this is where I got bit, but we're going to keep it going. And he went in the grass, the tall grass where he knows rattlesnakes are. Are you tripping?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, you are.
Like, I wish he got bit again. Like, almost just to be like, what is your
You got
issue?
good snake publicity from it. You probably
That's
just wanted to know.
Yes.
You hadn't heard about it for a long
That's
time.
true, that's
Till he
true.
got bit by a snake.
That's true.
true.
That's true.
Business strategy.
Good marketing. He planned it.
Yep.
He
He planned it. They put the snake there. He got bit. He went to the hospital. He got out in a month. Went walking again. First of all, I think he had leg braces on
He
too.
did. This should have still been in physical therapy.
Oh my god!
I mean, do it for the gram. Do it for the Twitter.
Do it for the Twitter.
Do it for the Twitter.
Twitter is
Snake
everything.
Twitter is huge.
Oh my gosh. Yo. Yes. As soon as you said Mike Posner, I was like, yes,
Yep.
drop the bomb.
Drop that
it.
story.
I'm not
I'm
doing
telling
that.
everyone that I can because it's so random.
Listen.
How many people a year get? Oh, I'm gonna look that up. How
Yeah.
many people a year get bit by rattlesnakes? And Mike Posner was one of them.
Yeah. See, look. Fun fact, I am Lakota. Okay. Lakota people are from the plains. We are from the plains, and we know not to do stuff like that. We don't do that. You don't just walk around hoping to get bit
In high grass.
in high grass by a rattlesnake. He didn't even have on like
Like
tall
pants
boots or
like-
anything.
Just in like.
He had his ankles out. That's what happens
where
when
you
you
get-
have your ankles out
There actually is a lot of people
in the tall grass.
in the tall grass. About 7,000 people per year get venomous snake bites. That's not
So it's really
specifically rattlesnakes.
6,999 minus him.
Mike Posner. Wow.
Well, we're
Time's up.
we're at an hour 10.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So
We
it's
went
up to you.
over.
I mean, if you
Sorry.
guys keep cruising,
I talk a lot.
no problem.
Well, I mean, we had to talk about Mike Posner. That was very important news.
Yeah, that was the most important news of everything.
This whole thing.
That is like millennial status importance.
So, Pittsburgh Rhythm and Booze.
Yeah, get a copy.
On stands until Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
And if you think Clara's beer sounds good when you read the article,
Yeah.
she will have it again exclusively
Yes.
at her album release.
Yes,
party.
at Full Pint Brewery on Butler Street. It is November 10th. Starts at 2 p.m. Ends at 6.
Mm-hmm.
We are doing the release of our album, Mysterious. Shh, can't say the word. And it's actually funny because y'all know DJ Khaled was hating on Tyler, Creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yeah, you know, everywhere we go, the album plays in the clubs and in the cars. Not that mysterious. Shh. That's where it's from. It's
fun fact. Fun album fact.
But yeah.
So yeah.
And get the album on Halloween because it's lit.
It's lit for your Halloween party. Play it at your Halloween party.
Shout outs to Tribe Eternal and NASA. Oh yeah. I guess our Halloween party is going to be November 10th.
It's okay. I mean, it's still another reason to dress up.
Yeah, dress up,
Dress up
please.
for 3 weeks straight.
Dress up. Do it.
Cool. Well, thanks for tuning in to CP Live. Wait, let's sing it out.
Yeah. CP Live. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Clara.
You're welcome. That was fun.